Okay, so who am I here with?
Kelly.
Kelly, would you say that you use social media?
Yes.
And what forms of social media do you use?
Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook.
And how often are you on social media?
At least once a day.
And when was the first time that you would say you ever used social media, and what outlet was it?
Facebook, and it was probably like 2009, I think, when it first came out.
And what was your first impression of the first social media app you ever used?
My first impression was it was kind of fun because you got to see inside the lives of people that you didn't really communicate with often, I think. In that respect, I liked it because it kept me in touch with relatives that lived overseas and, that I didn't get to see too often. So in that respect, that's what excited me about it.
Okay, and how many years have you been using social media now?
Well, so it's been 14 years,
Okay.
right?
Yep. And what concerns do you have about social media today?
My concern is the privacy, particularly Facebook, controlling information that we get, and maybe that people can take your photos and, alter them, use them in their own way, steal your identity, so to speak.
And would you say social media helps you in some cases? If so, why and how?
Well, I would have to say that, like, let's just say, for example, events, like things going on in our area. That's really how I found out about it. I think it's a great tool for free advertising for businesses, particularly, family-owned businesses, to get the word out about what's going on. And I typically just use Facebook for when I want to look to go somewhere, I go on Facebook.
And how do you think social media impacts the world?
I think it can be there's good and bad. I think that, again, you can't, when our information coming through Facebook was tweaked, that we only got some information, we didn't get it all. I think there's a fine line there that, I don't know, that in that aspect, it concerns me about your, I would say the privacy aspect and, that we're getting all the information.
And leading into that, in what ways would you say social media invades your privacy?
Invades my privacy, I would have to say the algorithm thing is kind of scary. You could be talking about something and the next thing you know, you pick up your phone and you're getting an ad for it. So I would have to say that.
Okay, and what would your advice be to others when it comes to the effect social media has on individuals?
I would say limit it. Don't believe everything you see. I think that's especially young girls and women believe that everybody kind of looks that way and they really honestly don't. Or you sit there and think, wow, they have such a great life. They're on another vacation. Oh, look how happy they are. It's not what it seems a lot of the time.
And would you say social media adds more stress and issues in the world, and why?
No, I don't think so. I think it gives everybody an outlet to come together. Again, going back to that issue of, with young girls and thinking that, their body has to be perfect, or, the airbrush photos and things like that. I think that's a major.
And finally, do you think that social media changes the way people act on the internet when there's big events in the world?
Yes. I won't partake in arguing my point on social media, and a lot of people do. I've seen it tear families apart, people being on the opposite side of beliefs, politics, religion. I've seen it tear families apart. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.